Hey there, I'm Jer, and today is going to be a little bit of a longer video of how to install a wraparound window on a 60 to 63 Chevrolet or GMC truck with the stainless steel trim. On my GMC, this is called the custom cab trim. I installed this window last winter with no help, no rope, and no banging. And today I'm going to show you all the steps on how you could do the same thing all by yourself. If you want to know how to install the window dry with no sealant in it at all, just skip to that step where I'm doing the dry install. My gasket was leaking, and I'm going to go ahead and seal it even better than the factory did. This process might be overkill, but it's 100% waterproof and foolproof. The reason why this video is going to be a little bit longer is because this whole process took me more than a week altogether, from windshield removal to windshield installation. I did lots of extra tests like installing the window dry, doing water tests, lots of things that you don't have to do. And if you don't want to do that, like I said, there are chapter markers set up in the video, and you can skip around to whatever chapter you like. All right, so now that you know what's going to happen, let's get into it. So this is what's on the agenda for today. I'm going to pull this window out, hopefully get it all put back in, and have it sealed properly so it doesn't leak. The problem I'm having with the window right now is it is leaking, especially around the corners, because there was no sealant put in here. People have the misconception that the factory did not put sealant on these wraparound windows. They did. It's in the instructions. It says you're supposed to use a sealant on it. This was put in dry. That's why I'm leaking. Tried to use some silicone in some places. That didn't work. And silicone is bad for rubber gaskets anyway, so I need to get all that out of there. Gonna do everything with reinstalling, uninstalling this window with just this pick. No cords, no ropes, no pounding. Let me show you how easy it is, first of all, to get this bad boy out just with this one little pick. Okay. All right, here we are on the inside. I'm going to pull the top down first and try to pop it out a little bit and then try to lift it up. That's what I'm going to try to do. So basically, see, I don't even need the hook for this part because this is just super soft rubber everywhere. Oh, look at that. It's already moving. Okay, see, that's already out. It's all that's holding this window in. Just a little bit of pressure. Okay, there. That side's already done. Let's do the other side. I got one window, or one hand on the outside, just in case this thing wants to fly forward on me. Oh, there we go. Okay, look at that. Okay. Okay. That's off and ready to go. I'm already done. And now I need to get it out of here. Obviously don't need the hook for that, apparently. This is what it's done so far. It's just lift it out of here, lift it out of here, lift it out of here. So I just need to come a little bit more forward on this part with the pinch weld. I want to lift it up a little bit too, because I don't want it to break the glass. Unfortunately, this little lip coming out like this makes that part a little harder. I wish I can just go straight up, but as you can tell, I'm out of room here. Just lifting it straight up. Okay. Huh. Uh-huh. It's almost coming out. There we go. There we go. It's out. Now am I going to be able to get this bad boy out of here. Okay. All right. Ooh, 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 there it goes. There we go. Now it's in front of the pinch weld. I think I need to get a step ladder to get up here. I really can't reach with this lip. Oh, okay, there we go. All right. Okay. There you go. There's one removed windshield. Oh, gosh. Oh, careful of that. Oh. So this looks like with it all out. So you can see these pinch welds right here. You can actually get water leaking in between these two areas, which is not good.
The areas with the black paint is where I did some rust cleanup when I had the windshield installed last time by the professional.
Okay, because I have the trim around here, you could already see why this is a little more complicated than doing a normal truck with a wraparound window installation. I'm going to start marking all these pieces so I know where they go back. So I'm going to get some masking tape out. Probably should have put some masking tape along the rubber here. You know, if you want to keep your gasket from falling apart like mine just did, probably put some rubber around that, and then it won't fall apart so easily because it almost slipped out of my hand. 2 people, that's super helpful too. Yeah, look at this. This is I can see why this piece is a bit of a bear. There it goes. Okay. All right, that's lower. What kind of dirt is in here? I would assume you put this piece in first when you reinstall this chrome or this trim, this stainless. Oh, gosh, get off of the window. Ugh, the trim, I mean. Okay, another corner piece. All right. So there's that silicone. Did not do that right at all. Okay, I need to get all that gone. Silicone over here. Okay. All right, that's that off.
Now it's time to clean the glass. I'm going to take the windshield to a tint shop, so it needs to be really clean on the inside. I spent a couple hours cleaning it with plastic razor blades and SOS pads with soap. It still has delamination in a couple spots, but I think that adds some character. After all, it is an original windshield. The reason why I'm tinting the glass is to keep the summer heat out a little bit. So of course the darker tint helps, but it also has a ceramic coating that blocks a lot of the heat. So taking it out makes it much easier to install the tint on a curved surface. And I've done this with most of my old cars by now. This time there was an accident. Right after I brought the window in and set it on the ground, a lady tripped on it. I don't know how this was possible because she saw me bring it in and set it on the ground 2 minutes earlier. For some reason, she was walking around with a phone in her hand and then she tripped over it. Ugh. The shop bought a brand new window and they did the tinting at a discount after that. It still sucks because now I don't have an original window. Oh well, After a few weeks, the new window was done. Next, I'll clean the gasket.
Well, this is my exciting afternoon. Cleaning the rest of the dirt out of this gasket. You know, I'm soaking it in water, scrubbing it with a wash rag. You have two channels because it's a custom cab. You have the channel that holds the trim and the channel that holds the glass. Both of these needs to be cleaned. You know, you can see here, this is all full of dirt, so I want that to be all nice and clean. And then on this side over here around the corners, I have to scrape out all of the silicone that I put in here that didn't work. So it's it's scraping and peeling. So it's a tedious, terrible process. Don't use silicone on these things. This is why. It doesn't seal and it's a bitch to get off. So this is what I'm doing right now, getting this all cleaned up. And then after this, hopefully will be mock-up, but this is going to take a minute.
After installing the front and rear windows on my two Tri-5s, that means 4 windows that I've already done before I've worked on my truck, I found a sealant that works very well with rubber and glass. Back in the day, the shop manual says what they used was medium body seam sealer, and they put that around the gasket. I'm using 2 different products. One is a glue and one is a sealant. I'm using glue in between the rubber and the glass, and I'm going to use a sealant between the rubber and the body of the cab. I'm using a glue and a sealant for 2 reasons. One is to keep water from coming into the cab because it was leaking water into the cab without any sealants at all when I had it put in dry. And reason number 2, to hold the gasket in place during installation, especially with the custom cab trim. The trim was the hardest part for the window guy that I paid for to install, so I'll make it easy on myself by making sure the gasket will stay in place with a glue. I've spent a lot of time looking for a sealant that would stick to the glass and the rubber and have a decent working time. I didn't want to use window weld or any of the other professional glues for windshields. Those dry really fast, and most need special guns to dispense them. The one that I decided on is Tiger Seal. It meets all the requirements, and it has the longest working time, just 20 minutes. The longer work time helps if you make a mistake and you need to move the gasket. For the rubber to the cab, I just used a sealant and not a glue. I used butyl because it's watertight, it's made to seal between the rubber and the cab, it's easy to work with and never hardens, and best of all, I can remove the windshield if I ever need to. You could use butyl between the glass and the rubber if you don't want to use Tiger Seal. I'm just using the Tiger Seal because I want to keep the rubber in place during installation. The only disadvantage to using Tiger Seal is it's permanent. I'll have to destroy the rubber gasket to remove it from the glass, and that's going to be a lot of work if I ever need to do that. But my guess is the new seal will last the rest of my lifetime at a minimum. You don't have to use any glue or any sealant if you don't want to, but if you leave your truck outside and it rains, there will be some water intrusion, especially if you're driving in the rain.
The actual instructions say to put this in afterwards. Go like this, like that, in between the rubber, but why? I'm just going to do it first, and this also hopefully will act as a sealant and hold this in place. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Heck yeah. Blab.
I did the corners first, and I split it into 4 sections, and then let it dry overnight.
And if I have to buy more, I'll buy more. But I want this to work right and seal the first time. Okay. Well, you can't see anything over there, can you? Sorry. Okay, I mean, I'm putting a lot in there. So I do not. Now I'm going to change this to low ratio. Oh, it is on low. Wait, yeah. It's on low. I didn't want to go back to high. There we go. Ah. Okay. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah. This is more of a sealant than it is an adhesive, but it does say adhesive. It does say adhesive on here. Adhesive sealant. So let's find out if that's true. All right. Yeah. Not too worried about that. That's why I put the tape on there, because look, now the goo goes on the tape, and I can just pull that tape off. That is a lesson I learned after doing this on my tripods. Okay. Okay, that's on there pretty good. I'm also going to tape it on here to hold it on as well. Okay. Okay. Got that on there. Yep. Really well. There we go. Let that dry. It says my work time is like a half an hour. That's why I got this stuff. It had the longest work time. Okay. There we go. That way it's just got pressure on it the whole time. Okay. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing. Going to do the same thing now on the other corner. Hurry. Stuff. Oh yeah, look at that. Flowing. Nice and pretty. Oh yeah, get a whole bunch, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Heck yeah, look at all that. It's getting harder to squeeze. Whew. It's right in between the high and low. Hand's getting tired. Okay, I'm sure that's overkill, but I'd rather have overkill than it not working right. And gloves probably would be a good idea. Oh well, too late now. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get on there, you. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh yeah. That's a lot of goo. Okay. Tape this side a little differently. Go like this into the strip where the stainless goes. Hopefully I can get that to, there we go, stay down where it's supposed to. A little bit of excess. Oh well, I really don't care. Okay, looks like it's on there really well. All right, I'm gonna seal up my seal my tube up and then try to wipe some of this residual stuff off. The instructions say actually to, like, if you want it to last like a day or something like that, to put tinfoil on both ends. I don't understand how that's an airtight connection. So I'm gonna put tinfoil on, I'm gonna wrap this thing up in tinfoil, and then I'm gonna wrap it all up in saran wrap, and hopefully that will keep it from getting too much air in it for the next day, because I want to be done with this stuff in a day at least. Okay, so far so good. How much of this did I use? Oh, look at that, I only used that much. That's it, cool. Okay. All right, so it says once it's opened, it can be stored for, or it can be used for still up to 3 days, and store it at less than 77 degrees. That's code for the refrigerator. So I'm putting this bad boy in the refrigerator. There was nothing in here about wiping up this old, this stuff. It just says use a panel wipe, whatever the heck a panel wipe is. So now I'm gonna store this, let this cure for a while, and then do the same thing on the bottom and the rest of it. All right, here it is the next day. This part, no adhesive. Really easy, push it off, or no sealant. Over here, there is sealant. It is not moving. That is on there. Heck yeah. So that looks like that's gonna actually adhere really well to the glass, because it's made to stick to glass. Nice, okay. All right, so as long as it's on there perfectly, that worked. Okay, now gonna tape the other section, and hopefully my tube of goo hasn't dried out in one day. Gotta find that out next. So I wrapped it in 2 things of saran wrap and tinfoil and put it in the refrigerator. So it's been getting to room temperature for about an hour and a half. So hopefully I would imagine the tip was gonna be dried out a little bit, but let's see. Moment of truth. Okay, it's coming out. Wow, this is great. This is in great shape. This worked. Ho, ho, ho. There you go. Okay. Step 1, good. Okay, so this from here to here is glued. Here to here, not glued. And this is the section I'm gonna do. Laid the window flat, so this won't get any deformation in it at all. It won't be deformed from sitting on the ground. So my hope is I'll just go like this, take these pieces off on the corner, and then similar to yesterday, just fill it up with goo, put it back on, tape it on in a couple spots, and let it dry. So here we go. Let's get that out of the way. So these are all dry. I know it looks scary, but those are actually dry from yesterday. Oh yeah, get down in there. Okay, and then goo. Ah, whoa, slippery. Slippery little sucker. Nice, it's coming out really good here. There we go, now it's coming out nice. Whew, hands getting tired already. Whew. Okay. Hopefully it's all in there everywhere. My little check-in. Especially the corner. This corner is super, super, super important to get on straight. And seal. Okay, here we go. Go. Really want. Tonight, I'm in the hands of fate. I had myself. Okay. A play. So I'm looking for areas that move, which means it needs to come a little tighter. Yeah, it's all looking good. All looking good, my friend. You can see it moving a bunch right here, and that needs to dry like that. So that's what I'm doing. All right. So this section is done. So I'm gonna let it dry and do the same exact thing on the other side.
Then on the other side, I did the same exact thing. I put the sealant around the corner. Then I attached it to the window. And held it in place with the tape. These corners are the part that deforms the most, so I was making sure I spent the most time on these corners and made sure that the rubber was pressed all the way against the glass in all the spots where I had sealant. This took a lot of tape, but I just wanted to make sure. Then I let both sides dry overnight.
Okay, here we are, day 3. Got this out of the fridge. Let's see if it's good still. Let's see if it's good still. Okay. Okay, dispense. Oh, it's coming out, yay! Yay, perfect, yes. Oh, this is gonna be a beautiful day. It's gonna be a beautiful day, yes, okay. All right, so now with that, the plan is to do this big top piece now. Now that I've got the corners both done, I'm gonna do the top piece first, which is really the bottom of the window. And then I actually have enough room here where I can get to the bottom as well. So today I should be able to do the top and the bottom simultaneously while it's sitting like this and shouldn't have any issues. Not moving, that's all the way on. I guess I don't need any tape on this part. Yeah, it's all on there. Okay, now just gotta wait for it to dry. I think I fixed this finally. Ah, finally, I think I got a solution. This is going to be my windshield dry test fit. Just going to put it in dry just to see, because this angle is much sharper and I have much less room in here than I do on both my Tri-5s. So I just want to see what it looks like and where exactly I should put the goo and stuff in here. It should sit up in here and go clunk, get all the top part in and all of this, and then just kind of sit in front of this. That's the idea, but let's go try it out. I have the windshield wipers pushed as far out of the way as possible with screwdrivers just jammed in the cowl vent here. And if it really gets too bad, I can, obviously remove these things. And my light over there, it's kind of in the way too, but what are you gonna do? I put this like that. Oh, yeah, two people. Oh my gosh. Two people would be helpful. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Ah. Oh gosh. Ouch. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now we're kind of here. Let me go back to the other side. Well, that's more out of the way. Oh, that's way more out of the way. Okay, that's a million times better. Tilt it and push it in like that? Maybe. Huh. Yeah. Okay. That looks like that will work. It's in the pinch weld going like this on both sides, so it's aligned at least. How that's gonna go. Yeah. And then just pull this down. It's already going out. Okay, let me show you on the inside of the cab what I got going on. All right, so this is in the channel straight, and then it's eventually going to pop out. Then you have like a height issue. You can't actually get the top in because it's hitting the roof. So you kind of have to pull down up here, and then simultaneously gonna have to pull back on this all the way around to get that in. And that's what the rope is supposed to do. But I'm gonna have that whole thing filled up with butyl when I get ready to slap this bad boy on. But yeah, that's kind of what I got going on here. Let me just do a little bit of it on both sides just to see what happens. Okay, so if you pull back on it, this is without using a tool. I'll use a hook on this. There you go, look at that. See, it just wants to go in. It's like, I want to go in there, man, but you're not letting me. Oh yeah, there you go. See, ooh. That's even better. Oh, there it goes. There we go. Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. Oh yeah, look. That's in. Okay. Now, so that is... There we go. Oh yeah. Look at that. Just coming forward. Oh yeah. Okay. Way better. All right, then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Okay. Oh, that's better already. Sitting in the gap. This is not... It's really close, I think. Does this just need to go further to give it more room? Let's see. Once that wraps around, it should start going forward a little bit better. There. Okay. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Now it's going. It just needs to get up. There we go. Oh, that's going in there now. Work it, work it, work it. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, it's all good now. Pretty much have it all the way around here. On here pretty good. Just, see, it's really close here. If I had someone pushing on the other side, this would help a ton to get this to go all in here a little bit better. There it goes. It's so close. Okay, that's all the way in there. That's all the way in there. Around the whole thing, there we go. Okay, let's get the other side. Ooh, that just snapped right in there, did you hear it? There we go, that's all in there now. Okay, I'm all in there now except for the bottom channel. So that is all in there. Let me go grab a hook and show you. So this is the part I was worried about, getting this in, but now it looks like, heck, I can almost do this by hand too. So definitely with a hook, this will go in. Oh yeah, look at that. That's gonna go by hand. Yeah, look at that. Let's push it a little bit at a time. No beating. Beating's only for children. Not really, but you know what I mean. Okay. Yeah, that's all just snapping right on there. Okay, oh, there was one thing I was having on the outside that did something weird over here in the corner on the other side was, oh, it's not doing it here. This lip actually got stuck underneath there and I had to pull it out. But the rest of this looks like that's going on there super nice. And when I have the trim, so this is the other issue I was worried about was the trim here. And it looks like that will just push in there just fine. Okay, what I'm continuing to do is stuff like this. See, watch. If I can get my camera to hold still. There, now it's like it just relaxed and got a little bit lower. Because just a second ago, these screw holes weren't even covered. So yeah, you gotta just go through and double check everywhere in here. Make sure this is it's in a groove.
So it looks like my dry install test fit worked. And when I say dry, I mean between the gasket and the cab, there is no sealant. But I have a bunch of sealant holding the gasket to the window, which actually makes this process much easier to install because the gasket's not trying to come off the window. So it looks like my test fit worked perfectly. Now I'm going to install the trim.
So this is going to be a little more difficult. I need to go something like that. Oh man alive. There. Okay, there. All right. Well, that went in way easier than I expected, but of course it's not perfect around these tight corners. But once I put it in the truck, it will kind of flush out a little bit, but it's just not going to be perfect. Can you ever get it perfect? I don't know. There we go. Okay. Ish. Come on, you. Hey. Oop. Still got a lot of room to move over here, doesn't it? So over here, it's like, see how it's just a little, it's twisted right here. That is not correct at all. I need to untwist that. But the rest of these pieces are in there really well. I'm gonna slide all the little things on there before I put it all the way in, because some of them I don't think they're gonna fit right. I'm not gonna attach them, but I'm gonna slide them together. Well, that was easily fixed. I just pulled out the leg right here, put my giant needle nose pliers on it, and just twisted it a little bit that direction a couple times, and now it looks flat over here. Okay, there's one thing fixed. All right, here it says, do not install the reveal molding caps. It doesn't say to do that. It says you have to wait till after it's installed to put them on, but I don't see how you slide those on because they have little stoppers in here. Like this one has been removed, but it's got these little stoppers that keep you from sliding it all the way and then all the way back, because that way it stays in the middle. It's like you need to slide it on and then recrimp that somehow. I don't know how I would do that. But the windshield is also supposed to go on, not glued on the way I've done it. So I don't think that reveal molding or that trim is gonna move. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them on now, and I don't think there's gonna be any problems with that. So I have to go and clean all these first and then install these, because I don't see how I'm gonna get them on. Okay. All right, there. That's gonna be a little bit finagling here, because I don't want that end to move. But this end is okay to move. Okay. There we go. It's better. There we go. There we go. Push together and on and in. And just think, that's one of the easy pieces. Jeez. And that's as far down as that goes. There we go. Okay. Okay, that side is in. Wow, that's on so much better. That side is on good. Then there's this last little piece right here. And then this one will just slide over. That's probably why this one was bent like that in the first place. There we go. I don't see how else you would get that on. That would not be an easy task. I barely have enough room to put this on. Side, just barely there. I have like teeny tiny. That is hardly any room on there, but that's the way that goes. I guess it's on. So there's a big gap here, but there's really not much I can do about that. That's just the way that is. So that part would slide on if the gap was that wide on all of them. Looks like a little bit of the glue came loose underneath here, which is fine. So Same thing as before. These areas are just tight around here, but they're in the corner. Hopefully once I get this in the vehicle, the pressure will get that to pop in the way it's supposed to, like it did the other day. All right, here I am in the kitchen right outside of the garage because it's cold out there and still warming up. So the plan is to get all the goo in the channel and then hurry and get outside. This is the stuff I'm using. I'm using liquid butyl for two reasons. Because this has a way longer work time than the other stuff that I was using. That other stuff, the work time was 20 minutes or so. This, the work time, I think it says 3 hours, but it doesn't have an exact time. It doesn't say time to skin like the other one does. It just says you can work with it until it starts to skin. So being colder outside, it'll also take a lot longer for this to cure. The other reason is this is removable. So I put this in here and I'll be able to get this back out. It's not going to be glued on like the other stuff is more of a glue. This is more of just a sealant. This is made to come off. It's made to be waterproof and meet all of the other criteria that I need for the window to stop leaking. So, oh, and the other thing I need to, when I install this, I need to have this gun. I need to have a high ratio gun because the last time I used this stuff, it was way too difficult to use a regular caulking gun. So that's what the high ratio one is for. So hopefully this will just go on super easily and throw it in the window in an hour by like 4 or 5 o'clock. So in an hour or two, I will have an answer to all of my problems. I will know if this is going to work before it gets dark. Yeah. Fill that bad boy up. I gotta put this in low. There we go. All right. And then just all the way around. And it takes 1,000,000 years. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's just gonna take a while to dispense all this. Oh my gosh, it really is gonna take a while. Yeah, come out of there. And then you just keep going and going and going. Okay, I got the bottom done. I'm rotating it now to do the rest of it. Just trying to not get it all over. There we go. Okay, these corners and the A-pillar are like the most important spots to be sealed according to the directions, because this is the only part of the truck that's actually sealed. Is the A-pillar and like to here around the corners. Now my arm's tired. Got it on the low ratio. It's making me tired. It's gonna take 1,000,000 years to do it on the other way, but I guess I'll start doing that now. I need to conserve my arm strength to get this thing on. I mean, it's just like continually pumping like this. Well, there's 3/4 of the way done. This is what it looks like. Okay. Let's get ready to embark outside. Oh, my arm's tired from squishing that culprit gun. And I'm hitting everything. Okay. Okay. I already got some goo on me, but not that much. Not that much. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Down. Come forward. All right. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Down. And then come forward. Okay, I think I'll have to go in the cab and start pulling rubber around to get it to come a little closer. Okay. Yeah. Just pull it around and then it'll start coming down. There, oh yeah, there we go. There we go. It's not getting the lip around, but it's getting or it's not in the lip, but it's getting part of it around. Okay, there's part of it. Okay, that's like the first layer. Do the same thing on that side. And then again, and then it should fall in along the top. Okay, so it's not here at all. Just start pulling this around. Get part of the lip to come around. There. And just a little bit of pressure from the other side. Come on, you. Come on. There it goes. Come on. Come on. Okay, that's kind of stage 1-ish. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now it's starting to come around. Oh yeah. Okay, that's starting to go in a little bit. It's a little bit here. Let's do the same thing the other side now. Okay. There we go. Get in there, you. Came out a little bit over here. There. Okay, now. Now it's back underneath. There. There we go. There's a good chunk of that underneath now. Okay. Then I'm pulling it towards the back of the cab. A little bit there. There we go. All right. Now let's check my alignment. How am I doing here? Okay, it looks good over here. It looks like I'm pretty much flush here. What's the other side look like? It is further over on this side. Okay. Looks like it's coming together. Pulling the bottom piece around. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This came out up here. There it goes. There we go. Okay, it's just gonna take some working. Okay, it looks pretty lined up now. Okay, same thing. Pull this up a tiny bit in a couple spots to get it to move back a little easier. Come on. There, okay. That is on there. 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 Okay, that's better. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Ah. Okay, the sides are coming down. Yeah, I just think it does need to come more on this side. Oh no. There we go. All right, that should do it. You know, I also have to push on the inside of the window a little bit. Yeah, see, it came off. It did come off up there. I guess just once is enough for installing and removing all this up here. That look better? Maybe, yes. Yes. It's going in now. Okay. And then just do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Same thing on the other side, and then the top lip will. This needs a lot more movement backwards, it seems like. Okay. malfunction. Came out a bunch. There we go. It's probably pushing it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. Yep. Okay. That did something. Nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. See, too many people just shove this in here and pull that rope as hard as you can, and kind of messes up the rubber. Ah, frick! Dang it. Dang it. That was exactly what I was trying to avoid. Dang it. Let's switch to the other side. Dang it. Can't have anything nice. At least the tape worked that time. This side's not as pushed back. I might not even. Come on. Oh, almost there. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's in more. This is not. Okay. Okay, now I can start pushing this bad boy in. Hopefully, then it will move. Ooh, that moved a bunch. Now we push on the top and that will go all the way in, hopefully. Okay. Whew, it's a lot of work. Oh yeah, that just snapped in, heck yeah. Oh yeah, it's all the way around, all the way around, all the way around. Yeah, the top's all the way around now. Okay, let's pull the bottom around a little more again. Push on this bad boy again. See if it will snug down as well. One scratch. Dang it. Ooh, there we go. was that before? Or is it even higher? It's kind of lined up where it was before, isn't it? Kind of high in there. Oh, yeah, because I got to go more. There we go. There we go. There we go, see? Screw heads are already disappearing. It's moving now. Just got to keep pulling this rubber back and working it and working it and working it. Okay. Yeah, look at that. A lot of that's disappeared. Push on it again. If we can get out of the door. Okay. Well, it's in. I would like it for it to come down a little bit, but let's see if I can get it to come down some more. Wow, that's already way better in here. This looks jammed here. Oh yeah, here goes that. Oh yeah, that's helping. You know, another person pushing simultaneously would really do the trick. Okay, that's that side. Let's push on it again. That's fine. How close is it to being on? Hey, that's pretty good. I think that's good enough. It's good enough for an at-home user. Okay. Wheels on. Yeah, and this side's lined up how it was yesterday. I guess that's in. I guess that is in. Well, that is all in up there. Check all this. That is all in. All in. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm gonna say that's in. Okay, we're gonna call it. I guess we're gonna say that's in. It's already starting to dry all along up in here. Kind of sticking. And down along here, it's all in there. It's all in there. looking pretty good around here. Oh shoot, not right there though. Hey, is that in right there? Yeah. Just, yeah, wasn't sure. Okay. Okay, I believe that's in. And then on the outside, really close. It's just, it's goo there, but I don't know. It looks pretty good to me. In there. Yeah, okay, that's way down in there in that pinch weld. And then the rest of it's just whatever. Okay. Okay. It's installed. It's installed.
So, of course, the last part of the process is to water test it to make sure the truck is not leaking. I hooked up the Rain Machine 2000, and then I checked for leaks.
All right. Not seeing any leaking around here. Or around here. On top. Up here is all good. Wow, okay.
After the truck passed the water test, I removed the tape.
You may notice a little bit of white around the edges in some of the videos. That's from prior installations of paint on this vehicle. There's been 3 paint jobs, 2 blue and the original white. I'm pretty sure when they taped it, they just didn't do a good job of that in the first place. You may even notice in a couple spots, like right here, my gasket is slightly stretched. That wasn't from me. That was from the professional guy that I paid that installed it with the rope, and the rope stretched it in a couple places. So there are sometimes disadvantages to using that rope. The other thing is my cab is slightly out of alignment because on the other side, someone had an incident. It wasn't me, but basically the whole side is pushed back a tiny bit where it hit the fender, pushed the fender back, and slightly tilted the cab. So my cab is a little bit twisted. It's not perfectly square. In fact, the door over there on the passenger side doesn't even fully close properly because it's just slightly out of square. So that's the other reason why it doesn't fit perfectly. But it is in there and it hasn't leaked at all within the last almost year. And that's including winter with snow. You may have noticed the incident where I did scratch the window in the middle with my pick. So ever since then, I have these new picks. These are actually made to not have scratches. They're called non-marring, which means it probably won't scratch. So if you're worried about scratching your windshield using a pick like I did, get one that doesn't scratch. Or just use some kind of different tool that is not going to scratch the tint like mine. If you don't have tint, you're probably not going to scratch it anyways. So that was the only big boo-boo I had in this entire process. Well, I hope that at least goes as well for you as it did for me. Hopefully it will even go better. You learn from my mistakes, things like scratching the windshield and lots of extra test fits that you probably won't need to do. So good luck with the installation of your wraparound window in your old classic truck.